The Kalahari Augrabies Extreme Marathon, brought to you by SA Airlink. Tucked away on the west side of South Africa is a quiet little hotel called the Augrabies Falls Lodge, where locals gather to compare the size of their grapes over a cold beer and the odd Jägermeister. But here, once a year for a week, another group of people gather. Not only for the beer and the Jägermeister, but more importantly, to take on one of the most extreme challenges the running world has to offer. 250 kilometers of self-sufficiency running over 7 days in the green Kalahari Desert. With the official opening party out of the way, it is down to the serious business of briefing and registration. Runners hailing from all corners of the world come to participate in this grueling event, and this year is no exception. Blind athlete Pieterse and her guide Jessie Lestrade from France, Mahmoud Yavuz and Bakir Duran from Turkey.
I like the Gobi March this year, and also 2 times Rampire Cappadocia in Turkey, and also a 1-stage race.
As well as a large group from Austria, to name a few.
I'm here with my uncle, my cousin and a friend. We are the KAEM Austria team, and I never done it before. I think it's a good adventure for me.
Jonathan Rowland from South Africa was very proud to be running with his 2 sons.
For me, as a dad, having 2 kids to be able to run with, that is priceless.
Yeah, look, at this stage, I think it's brave or stupid. Looks like it runs in the family, so yeah.
But I've heard it's very tough. It can get really hot here.
With registration done, the runners had time to relax before the start the following day.
The biggest reason I'm here is because of the people that I've met at other races. Atacama Desert, Gobi Desert, and there's always a South African presence, so it's influenced my decision to come here, and I think obviously for good reason. It's amazing here.
Very hot. I was getting a bit of quiet time, and just experiencing the vast open spaces is awesome.
They say it never rains in the Kalahari. Conditions were somewhat different to the usual expected high temperatures as runners found their way to the start line of the 14th Kalahari Augrabies Extreme Marathon. Overcast and cool. It was a mixture of nationalities and all ages who gathered to share this experience of a lifetime.
Definitely I will finish, yeah. I want to start and I want to finish.
Yes, it's a very nice day. It's not so hot. It's very good for the race.
The weather is fantastic for everybody who's come from sunny England. I really want to thank everybody for making us feel at home.
It's a little cool, but that's okay. Yeah, it's a good start.
Carrying all their food, clothing and safety gear on their backs for the next 7 days, with only water and medical attention being provided en route, the runners set off with their tails up, apprehensive to the task that lay ahead.
Indeed. The nature is with us today. You see up there, tell us there's 6 more days. Well, especially for the long day. Yeah. Well, if you see the baboon that stole my breakfast this morning, please tell him I'm looking for him.
With almost 250 kilometers still to go, managing one's feet was a priority. The runners were treated to an abundance of wildlife as they headed through the Augrabies Falls National Park and down to the mighty Orange River.
That was actually really good, thank you.
A relieved group of front runners made it to the finish before the temperatures climbed to over 40 degrees.
Beautiful. A really nice day. Quite fast on the road parts, but I was hoping for more sand. Maybe more sand tomorrow.
It had become a day of soft sand and high temperatures, giving everyone a taste of what lay before them in the days ahead.
Yeah, I'm not used to running in sandy. It's very hard for me. very difficult. It was tough. It was a tough one, but nice.
I tried not to run too hard, but I don't like to run too slow because then the kids go too slowly. So yeah, it was nice. Nice and beautiful.
Yeah, lots of fun, but 200 something k's to go. I'm not looking forward to it.
That last bit of sand was a killer. Oh God. Look forward to sitting down now.
Need to have a chat with the course designer.
Yeah.
Last 6 kilometres like that.
Yeah. Nasty.
Cheers.
After a long day out in the sun, blind athlete Pieterse and her guide Jessie were greeted by a warm Augrabies welcome. While 2-minute noodles were the order of the day, some South Africans came prepared with frozen steak in their backpacks, now perfectly defrosted and ready for the fire.
Tomorrow night as well, yeah. And then we're going to have some mince and tuna. So, yeah.
Uncharacteristic rain and low temperatures greeted the runners as they headed out onto the trail on day 2, winding down to the river alongside lush green vineyards.
I must admit, I'm very impressed that you brought the British weather here for you.
Especially for today.
Taking advantage of the cool weather, the runners picked up the pace.
We're nearly drowned. Wonderful morning. Nearly drowned on the way here with all the rain. Didn't know it could rain here in the Kalahari, but obviously it does. And but it's nice and cool. We can survive this day.
It's been nice, very nice. Like the weather, like the thunder, the lightning. Really, really nice.
It's amazing. Absolutely beautiful. It's great. Loving the rain. English weather.
Tomorrow snow, and after we have the same weather in Austria. So yes,
yeah, it's just like being back home.
Then it was under the fence and up the river gorge to checkpoint 4.
Very grateful it's raining, but it's sliding away there in the back, trying to get up everywhere. But fun, eh?
Loving the rain. You just need to open your mouth and then you have water. It's wonderful. And they say it never rains at the Kalahari. Could have fooled me, hey?
The weather didn't slow down the front of the field, with Daniel in the lead and Mamut hot on his heels. Tian was not far behind. A soggy bunch crossed the finish line, with glimpses of blue sky peering through the thick black clouds.
Luckily, it wasn't sun in the goats, because if there will be sun in the goats, it will be very, very hot.
And this is life. The rest is just breathing.
From extreme heat to extreme cold, with temperatures